On a highway in Kansas, USA, a red car was driving at high speed. Becky suddenly felt like vomiting, and her brother Carl stopped the car immediately. Becky's boyfriend abandoned her because of cowardice. Becky wanted to go to the best hospital with her brother. Their destination was the city of San Diego, where Becky would get the best care. At this time, a cry for help came from the bushes next to them. It sounded that the person asking for help was very anxious and not far away from them. Pregnant Becky asked her brother to check the situation first, although Carl was more worried about her. He agreed to his sister's request and Carl stopped the car in front of the church on the other side. Becky only wanted to search for the source of the sound and didn't realize that her book fell to the ground. The boy Tobin in the bushes said that he had been trapped in it for many days. At this time, a woman's voice came from the bushes again. She seemed to be looking for the boy's mother. Anxious Carl walked directly into the bushes. Looking at the tall bushes, Becky also entered the bushes uncontrollably. Carl called the boy loudly and tried to continue the conversation with him. He took out a white mobile phone and called the police. After explaining that the boy was lost in the bushes and needed rescue, the signal was interrupted the next second. When Becky noticed the abnormality, it was too late. The brother who was walking in front of her had disappeared inexplicably. At the same time, Carl had a hard time communicating with Tobin. He asked the boy to stay where he was and took the initiative to go to find him. Becky interrupted the conversation between her brother and Tobin. She reminded her brother of the abnormality in the bushes and suggested returning to the road to wait for rescue. Carl, who couldn't find the boy, agreed to the proposal immediately and walked towards Becky. But he soon found that the voice was in front of him just now, but appeared behind him when he spoke again. He also realized the strange place in the bushes. Becky suggested that they jump up at the same time when counting to 3 so that they could see the distance between each other. Carl was worried that this would hurt Becky, but Becky said there was no need to worry. She also asked Carl not to move. Carl and Becky have been standing in the same place, but their positions seemed to be changing all the time. Things were getting weirder and weirder, so Becky decided to jump up immediately. When she counted to 3, they both jumped up at the same time, and it was clear that they were only a few meters apart. Becky said she would jump again to confirm, and after jumping up again, she could hardly see Carl's hand.